As a lot of you probably know, I buy a lot of Funko Pops, and sometimes I just go to the store and I'm not even making a video. I just buy a bunch because I like them for my collection. And so while I was digging around, I found this entire bag that I had picked up over at GameStop that I never showed you. Also, I know what you're probably thinking, Tristan, it's crazy that you forgot about an entire bag of Pops, but look how many I have. It happens sometimes. You know what, actually, let me just reach in and we'll go for the first one here. It's going to be, oh, we got a good one here. It is Shampoo from Ranma 1/2. I remember the day that I picked these ones up, actually, because of the chase. What had happened was I saw that there was one coming out for this figure here, specifically Shampoo, and so I pre-ordered it, you know, thinking maybe the chase will come in. And, well, I got lucky enough. Maybe not that many people at my GameStop are actually, like, pre-ordering Pops to see if they get the chase, but most of the time, I tend to get them. And now, if you're wondering what the regular figure looks like for Shampoo, it is completely different. It's actually just like her with purple hair jumping in the air, nothing like this one here. Alrighty, I would say we're off to a pretty good start. Now, let me just reach in and go for the next one here, which is going to be, oh, this is a big one. We have from the Zodiac line, Scorpio. This is a set of figures that I am really enjoying. And now, if you guys don't know, I would be Cancer, and I'm hoping that they come out with the rest of these eventually. Because in the set so far, we only have 4, but these are so amazing. Like, look at the amount of detail they put into them, and I love that it's like Funko designers coming up with their own characters. It makes it way more special because they can really do whatever they want. Hoping they're next to each other. Aha, it is, and it looks like this one is Aquarius. Also, there are some details on here that I don't really know what they are, because if you'll notice, it's like maybe a seal, I think, or something like that, and then there's like a pot with like smoke coming out of it, or I'm not exactly sure. If you guys know what that could be, please let me know, but either way, I am loving these figures, especially with the bases, and it actually says what like your sign would be. It makes them way cooler, and I think it's also nice, because then if you have it on a table, people know exactly what it is right away. Alright, now, let's see if this next one is gonna be the other Zodiac sign. Yes, yes, it is. We've got Capricorn. I think they've done a really great job making these fun figures, because it's kind of hard to like take something that is literally just, you know, a word or an image and turning it into something physical like this. Also, now that I think about it, I remember when I was picking these up originally, I wasn't able to get the Sagittarius one, so it won't be in the bag today. But if you guys want to take a look on the back, there is 4 of them that they've done so far, and this is it. And like I said, I hope we do get the rest of the Zodiac in the future. Alrighty, who do we have next up? There's still a lot to go through, everyone, and this is, oh, right. Oh, I forgot about this one. From Terrifier 2, it is Art the Clown with like a candy bowl head. Probably one of the creepiest figures I've seen in a while. But yeah, having this one out of the box, I don't know how I feel about it, but I picked it up just because, yeah, like I said, it's so weird, and Funko hardly ever does stuff this gross. Oh, and if you're wondering about any other Terrifier figures coming out, maybe there's some spoilers on the back of the box, it is nothing, just the logo. Next up in the bag of tricks, we have, ooh, nice, a Pokemon Pop. And I remember picking up a few Pokemon Pops this day. So yeah, it is cool to have Slowpoke now in the collection. We are really jumping around on characters today, but yeah, Slowpoke is amazing, and I love that they've been putting them with like all 3 languages on the box, because it used to be just English, and then if it was like the international ones, then it would have, you know, the 3 languages. But now I'm sure it's just easier if they streamline it so all boxes have all 3. And if you're wondering for Slowpoke here, it is Remolos or Phlegmon. I hope I've got those right. Either way, pretty funny. Now, like I said, that wasn't the only Pokemon one that I picked up, and this was next to it, so I'm assuming, yes, we have Surluge here, and this is, again, a really great one. You know what else is pretty funny? I've started to learn where Pokemon eyes are based on the Pops, because, like, for example, with Mimikyu, I mean, of course, that's on purpose, but it still threw me off when I saw the figure. And then for Surluge here, I thought the eyes were more like, you know, maybe the purple parts or like that lighter pink. But no, when you take it out of the box, you'll notice it's actually like underneath the helmet, and I think that is so fun that like you're able to tell a little bit more because of those circular eyes. They're really well done figures, and I love the small details on this one too, especially with the way they did the swords and how straight they are. Like, Funko is really doing an amazing job with these Pokemon. Okay, it's feeling like 4 more figures in here, maybe even more, I can't tell. I'm not looking, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, but next up we have, oh, nice! one of my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movies, we have Rear Window here with Jeff Jeffries. It's so funny that this one came up because I've actually been playing this game recently and I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's where you take two actors and you have to connect them together with different movies that they've been a part of. And I'm trying to think here. So I did an Alfred Hitchcock one a little while ago, and I remember using Rear Window to get to somebody. Maybe was it Matt Damon? I don't know. It was a big stretch. Anyways, getting into this one here, I actually want to take it out of the box because he's in a wheelchair. If you guys don't know, in the movie, he stays inside of his house the entire time, and he looks out of, well, of course, his rear window. It's him looking into almost like a bit of a courtyard, and you can see everybody else's room, and he takes photos, and I believe he works for the newspaper, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to rewatch the movie because it's been a while, but yeah, this is definitely a nice figure, and a pretty big surprise when Funko announced these because they did this one, they did the birds, and then there was also, was it, I'm trying to think of the next one, North by Northwest, something like that? I don't know, there was another one though, I know for sure, and I think it is so cool that they're making these older movies, especially some Alfred Hitchcock ones, because I really enjoy them. Digging through the bag again, everyone, let's see. This one here is, oh, nice! We've got Dora, which I actually totally forgot was Nickelodeon. This is a nice one, and now that I think about it, I believe some of the other figures in the bag are the ones from Dora, because there was 3 that released in the set, and yeah, I used to watch Dora all the time when I was younger. One thing that I wish, though, is that Funko would come out with a Diego, too, because I also loved watching Diego, and I think it'd be so fun to have him with, like, a monkey on his shoulder, or just, like, some animals around him in general. But yeah, seriously, such a great figure, and I think it's so nice that we're getting, like, again, these kind of, like, older cartoons that are still around, I believe. I know there was a Dora movie, like a live-action one, that released not that long ago. I don't know, I just really do like these ones that I used to watch a lot when I was younger, and I know they've done, like, Peppa Pig, which was, you know, a little bit after my time, but still a cool figure, and I definitely picked it up. But something like Blue's Clues was another really great one, and now, let's see what we've got here. This is, Boots. Okay, yeah, we're going in order here. This one's great. I love Boots. I think this one is so good, especially him with his big red boots. It reminds me of those ones that Mischief made a few years ago, and I wonder if it's it's based on like different cartoon boots, so it makes sense, but I believe they were going for Astro Boy more than actual boots from Dora. And now, everybody, next up, if you were to guess, I mean, it's gonna be another Dora one. I would assume they're all next to each other in the bag. It is, yes, Swiper! Come on! They need to make more from this set, though. Because, don't get me wrong, I am loving the 3 that we've got here. But like I said, I would already like a Diego, and I mean, so many other characters would be great. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I never checked on Dora. She's wearing the backpack. Is Map there? I've gotta know. Do they have faces? Funko, if they don't, this is gonna be such a missed opportunity. Oh, they do! Look at that! You get both of them on the backside there. What a great little Easter egg for this figure. Oh, I don't know why I didn't check that earlier. Either way, though, that is so amazing. And anyways, yeah, getting back to Swiper there, I think he is a really great figure. Anyways, though, everybody moving those off to the side, what do we have next? Oh, wait a second. I guess that's everything in the bag for today. Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because that was a lot of random figures that, like I said, I forgot that I added to my collection. And well, now I have to put them on the shelf somewhere. So I guess they were kind of in like a middle area there, and now we get to add them to the collection officially. But seriously, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow.